Hi guys, doing the last mission against the humans today. Once more, my friend, mission 3. So, here's the club. Everyone's quite happily moseying along. Now, this is the board. Luge is already deployed. I did the random test for deployment edge, and I got this edge. So this is my massive edge, which is not going to be particularly useful. So, there's a view of the board. So, there's one objective there, one objective there, and one objective there, all the little buildings. Other than that, we've still got literally the same stuff that you've seen before. The only thing that's changed is instead of sentinels, we have a hellhound. So the big heavy flamer thing, which is going to probably be disgusting. We've got autocannons on the roof. We've got one squad here with a flamer. We've got a normal battle cannon, las cannon, heavy bolter. Another squads. Another normal squads. And we've got a Chimera, which probably has the Ogrins and Lord Commissar. Pashk's tank. Normal squads. Which one's that one? Is that the command squad or the platoon squad?
That's the company command, platoon command, and there's a platoon command back there.
Okay. And then you've got missile launchers, the executioner, another normal squad, and that's about it. So I've got all of the force here out because I'm deciding what I'm going to bring on the board for the first time, since he's going to be shooting at me before I can do anything. So what's coming on the board is the command squad and Lufa, my Contemptor, the Terminators are coming on, the Assault Squad's coming on, the Predator is coming on, and the Melter Tactical Squad's going to be coming on. So that will leave the Scout Squads. Actually, I don't know. I'll show you what I've deployed in a minute, so I'll see you in a sec. So what happens is I'll move, then you shoot and I assault. No, I've just deployed. Right. So this is all deployed now. So we've got the melter gun, melter squads, assault squads, plasma cannon squads, terminators, Lufa and that are all behind there. Tactical marines, predator, contemptor, and then I got Scout Sergeant's G is over here, who is he's there, kind of hiding away. And there's Luge leaving the building by popular demand, of course. So, as it says in the thing, attacker gets first turn, and we'll soon find out if Luge's risky deployment of deploying his stuff in waves, so he's got his front wave, his centre wave, and his rear wave. See if I can break through everything before I take too many casualties. So I'll see you at the end of Dark Interest Turn 1. So that's the end of Dark Angels Turn 1. So all the forces move forwards, and then in the shooting phase, Luge's battle cannon fired, but then kind of scattered backwards, destroying his own Hellhound in a massive explosion, which killed 2 Terminators, didn't do any wounds to the command squad, and killed 4 of the squad that was standing there. Autocannons had a pot shot at the squad standing there, didn't do anything. Lost 1 man in that tactical squad from rapid fire. Then in the also the shooting phase, these missile launchers fired at the Scout squad that managed to move up there, killing 1. Then that squad and the executioner fired and didn't kill any more. In the assault, the command squad charged in what was remaining of the force there and mutilated them. The 1 Terminator remaining with a Thunder Hammer charged into the tank and destroyed the battle cannon and immobilised it. The assault squad jumped into the squad here and kind of hacked them up as well, quite happily, chewed through them. And it's a bit weird not being able to shoot. So we'll see you at the end of humans turn 1. So that's the end of human turn 1. So everything shuffled forward, Chimera jumped backwards, Pash can move backwards a bit, the squad moved out of the way, not much else happened. Then in my shooting phase, that tactical squad ran forward, Conjunctor ran forward, Terminators couldn't really do much, they're just sitting in combat with the tank. This tactical squad opened fire with the bolters and plasma gun. The plasma gun killed 1 base, and the bolters did another wound. The plasma cannon overheated, but the armor save kept him alive. What else was shooting? The autocannon from the Predator over there fired at the Chimera and did nothing. Then in the assault phase, the unit of 10 guys, 10 normal guys ran, jumped up here and assaulted. I did nothing, he did nothing, so they're just sitting there locked in combat. But no, so I'll see you at the end of Dark Angels turn 2. Okay, so that's the end of Dark Angels turn 2. So what's happened? These guys have moved here. These guys still where they are. They moved behind what was the Predator. The Condemptor, you can probably just see through there, is behind that building at the moment. Command squad moved over, and the assault squad jumped from there down there. No one died from jumping out, so it was all good. In the shooting phase, Pasks, which isn't actually a battle cannon, it's a Vanquisher cannon. And I didn't realise, fired and did nothing at the Predator. Then these missile launchers fired at the Predator, got 1 penetrating hit, and it then exploded, which is really quite annoying because I could have done with the extra firepower. And what else shot? Assault cannons fired at those guys, didn't do anything. Heavy flamer fired at the command squad, didn't do anything. There was a squad that was here, used their order and rapid fired, and first rank fire, second rank fire at the assault squad. Only managed to kill 1 man, which was quite an upsetting for Luge. Luckily for me, as you can see, there's the executioner tank, and from where the assault squad was, they were block line of sight, so that didn't get to muller me because I completely forgot that was there. In the assault phase, the assault squad jumped in, massacred the squad and ran them down, and then jumped backwards. Command squad moved in, massacred the squad that was there. But it's not all good news, because in the assault over here, I killed 1, but he managed to kill 2. Janov is running, and will probably disappear, so I won't get to use him in the next game, as far as I know, unless it's just when he's killed. Also, this Terminator happily is trying to hit the tank, and just means it can't shoot. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. I'll see you at the end of Independent Human Faction turn 2. And that's the end of Independent Human Faction turn 2. So tanks moved round. The Lord Commander and the Ogrins jumped out of the Chimera. And a couple of other things shuffled forwards. In my shooting phase, quite a lot of my tactical squad just ran. These guys ran, those guys ran, assault squad ran, Luther and his squad ran, Condemned ran. Those guys are off the board now. And these guys fired at the autocannons, managed to kill another base. Did you take a leadership check on that? No, it's fine anyway. So, in the assault phase, the platoon command here charged into the assault squads, managing to kill, how many is it? 1, wasn't it? Yeah, managed to kill 1, and I managed to kill 4, but the very brave standard bearers managed to stand his ground, so he's holding up my assault squad, which is quite annoying. The Ogrins and the Lord Commissar charged in, but apparently you were just chicken shit, and lost by 2, and then I ran them down. So Luther and his squads are actually getting their points back, even though Luther didn't land a single hit once again. And that's that. So I'll see you at the end of Dark Angels turn 3. So that is the end of Dark Angels turn 3. The command squad moved up, the Contemptor moved up, jumped over the banner and didn't immobilise himself. Tactical squad moved up, tactical squad moved up. That tactical squad sat and didn't really do anything. We still need to do the assault squad combat, we've just forgotten about that, but I can't see one man surviving in all fairness. Shooting wise, those guys there had a pop at the Contemptor, got one penetrating that I managed to save on my refractor save on a 6. Pask fired at the Contemptor but didn't manage to do anything. His big powerful executioner tank, because it's immobilised after going over a banister, is literally sitting in possibly the worst place possible and didn't have anything to shoot at. So it's kind of looking like this now, and I didn't do the assault against that tank, but to be perfectly honest, that tank's pretty much dead. So I will see you at the end of Independent Human Faction turn 3. So that's the end of Independent Human Faction turn 3. Like I said just before, we forgot to do the combat. So these guys finished off the flag bearer, and the Terminators finished off the tank. In the actual third turn with the Independent Human Faction, these guys moved forward. These guys moved this way. Not much else moved. Pashk moved out there. In my shooting phase, multi-metal fired a Pashk tank. Only managed to shake it because of Pashk's rules and extra armour. It's literally done nothing. I fired my pistols into that unit and I only killed one. Nothing else shot. Oh, this squad's fired up at the last autocannon and killed him off. Other than that, that is all that has happened. In the assault, these guys charged in, managed to do nothing, I don't think. Did they? No. I managed to kill a couple with the power weapon on my sergeant, and they ran away, but I didn't run them down. So I'll see you at the end of Dark Angels turn 4. So that's the end of Dark Angels turn 4. Move these guys out. Those guys are kind of
lying down on the job.
hugging the objective. Tacticals were moved. Terminators have come around there but weren't quite in assault range because after trying to roll through, moving through terrain. However, the Contemptor decided to do a monumentous leap and assault with the command squad.
I haven't done a leadership check on them.
Yeah, no, because you couldn't do anything to them. So go on then.
No,
are they running on that?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Damn. These guys jumped over, moved in. Yeah, kicked ass, and they were all right. Luther just kind of moved around here, forgetting that there was a big tank here. Then got shot by the thing that killed him last time and took 2 wounds. And nearly everyone else except the apothecary has taken a wound now as well. So another lesson for Luther to not walk in front of the big freaking tank.
And it's immobilised.
And it's immobilised. It's not. I can't even miss it.
Down, then?
What's that? The Contemptor?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can chase them down.
Well, they're technically trapped, aren't they? So.
I would have said they're trapped because they're going to try and run away and there's everyone everywhere else. But I don't know. I'll look that one up. Anyway, so we'll see you at the end of Independent Human Faction turn 4. Alright, so that is the end of Independent Human Faction turn 4. Not really much happened. This squad moved, they didn't move. I shot, didn't really do much. Took 1 wound from there from a pistol and a multi-metal fire at the back of Pash tanks and immobilised it. And I will see you at the end of Dark Angels turn 5. So that's the end of Dark Angels turn 5 and the end of the game for Dark Angels. Didn't manage to kill Knight Commander Pash, although it would have been nice. These guys moved, those guys moved, so I got that objective, and that objective at the moment, but there is still a chance the guards could do something miraculous. Shooting, killed 2 of the assault squads, who then assaulted into the missile launchers and killed them off. And that's that. So I'll see you at the end of Independent Human Faction Turn 5 and the end of the game. Right, so that's the end of the game. So all that really happens is Luch moved the squad forward, fired up, and nothing happened. No, I fired and did nothing.
No, you killed 2.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the other tank. No, alright, so that's the end of the game and the end of the campaign against the humans. So there you go. There's the great handshake. Now to work out actually how many points has been won. Billions. So if you work out how many units are dead, and I'll work out how much this is. I think it's the...
Do I include tanks and mobilised or what?
No, because it's immobilised, not destroyed. And I believe this was the objective one, wasn't it? Because that's what the objectives are doing on the floor. Yep. 2 at 10, 1 at 50. Which, for, I've hold all 3 objectives. 13. I hold all 3 objectives. Which one was the 50-point one, just for the fun of it?
The middle one.
Middle one. That one there. Yeah. So that's 70 points of objectives, and 13 units is 65. So that's 135 points in total. So that's 135 points to add to, I'm not quite sure, but I'll put it at the end of the video so I can tell you what happened at the end of the campaign. So thank you, Luge, for your help. And next and last of all for me is the Harud, which apparently is awful and horrible and nasty. And one little note at the end of this video, all you people out there, you have to get into Malifaux, it's amazing. Anyway, see you in the next video and be alright.